Code coverage is a metric used to measure the amount of code covered and uncovered in dynamic testing. Dynamic testing can be unit testing, integration testing, or functional testing. In this short video, we will see how to generate code coverage in 3 simple steps using ArcHead Code Coverage tool. We will also see how to interpret code coverage reports, and we'll also see how to generate a delta code coverage and code coverage only for new lines that has been added or modified when we compare current build with the previous build. So this is the sample application that we have, the prime example. So once we integrate the ArcHead tool with the IDE, so under the tools, you should be able to see ArcHead on, to turn off, and to generate the report. Irrespective of the IDE, you should be able to see these 3 options under the tools menu. Now, how do I build and generate the code coverage? For example, let's say we are going to build this application here and we are going to do functional testing. And I'm going to enter a value 2, 5 and quit. So based on this, how do I generate a code coverage? The first step is to make sure that we go ahead and turn on the tool, reload. Once the tool is turned on, all you need to do is rebuild the project and follow the process of testing. As you can see, the source files has been instrumented. Now let us go ahead and run this application. And I will enter the same set of values, 2, 5 and quit. Now we have tested. So how do we generate the code coverage report? Go to the tools and run ArcHead reports. As you can see, it has generated the code coverage report. On the right hand side, you can see that the overall code coverage for a project. On the left hand side, you can see the project tree structure, and this one will get updated as you hover over the file. Now this is the pie charts that will show the code coverage at the high level. Now, so let's take this prime. Let's go into this, and you can see I did enter a value twice, and you can see the green color covered and yellow color indicates the part of the code was partially executed. So we have the execution tab here. If this has been executed to true or false, you will be able to see that information. And this is a multi-condition. Did we enter a value less than 4? Yes. And did we enter a value greater than 4? Yes. So it has executed for both true and false. And also we have here the 5. Did we enter a value 5? Yes. And it has executed to true once and 0 times to false. Underscore is in yellow because it's partial. If you see this, it has been not executed for both the conditions. Now this is a truth table, and you can see that in the same line, some part might be covered, some part might have partial, and this part has been not covered. Now what if I want to generate a code coverage after modifying or updating the lines of code in my project? So for example, let's say I'm going to remove this and save, and then let me go ahead and add a new line here. All right, so along with that, I'll just go ahead and remove this equals to sign. Okay, so I modified this line. Okay, I need to initialize this to 0. So I'm going to modify this line and added a new line, and only this part has been modified. So let me go ahead and save this, and let's say I need to rebuild the project. So I'm going to rebuild the project. I'm going to test it, and this time I can go ahead and enter and test the application 2, 5 and 89. So this time 3 set of values, and press enter, quit, and you can see we have completed testing. So let us go ahead and generate the report. So before we proceed, you can see that this was the first report that was generated, and this is the latest report that has been generated. Now we can see an option as commit diff. So if I go ahead and click on this, you can see it will show the list of files that has been the files that has been updated or filed with the modified source code lines. Now let me go back to the overall, and let me go ahead and double click this, and you can see since we entered the three input values, so it has executed thrice. We can also go ahead and append the coverage data, and we can see the similar data. Earlier this was not covered, now it has been covered. But what is the difference? So how do I see the delta code coverage? So we have an option here, just go ahead and click this, and the moment I click this, you can see that the code that has been added or modified has been highlighted in the dark green or red color, or it might be in the yellow color if it is partially executed. If you just hover over this, you can clearly see that earlier what was the value and what is the latest code that has been modified here. Okay, if you just hover over this modified code, which is in the dark color, I can see that, and this line has been added. Unfortunately, this line has been not covered. And if you come over here, if you just hover over this, you can see that earlier it was lesser than equals to, now it is only lesser than symbol. Okay, so this way we can easily identify the part of the code that has been modified when we compare latest build with the previous build. Now if you don't want to see the delta reporting, just click on that, it will go back to the original state. And what if I want to see the code coverage only for the new lines of code? Just go ahead and click on this commit diff, and here you can see there are 3 lines, out of which 1 has been missed, 2 has been covered, and this is the function, and you can see that multi-condition, everything has been listed. Here also if you go ahead and hover over this, and you can see the previous code that was modified. So this is how we can make use of ArcHTracer code coverage tool and generate a code coverage report, which is very easy to do. And we can also generate delta code coverage and code coverage only for new lines of code. And if you have any questions, do write us an email at info@rkvalidate.com.